Okay, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Man, what a night of boxing. What a night of boxing. So get down to the main point anyway, main point of the video is Tyson Fury versus Olsksander Usyk, the second fight. Tyson Fury came in a bit different, a bit heavier, tried to come with a different approach. It didn't work. Tyson Fury's body looks soft, saggy and flabby, and I don't know. That I was expecting the Tyson Fury that came in against Deontay Wilder in the second fight, right? He wasn't like body beautiful, but you could see the muscle was firm, right, on his body. You couldn't really see the muscle because there wasn't much definition, but what was there was firm. You can see, you know. Hence the reason why people were trying to say he was on PEDs and stuff like that. But this time round, he had the shorts right up to his solar plexus. I know he pulled him down a little bit, but if you looked around his body area, around the back of his shoulders and that, he looked really flabby. He looked really flabby. He looked like he hasn't been working out. I'll be honest. This is no excuse for Fury because he's had ample amount of time to get ready. He said he hasn't spoken to his family for 3 months, which I don't believe. Yeah, he said he hasn't spoken to his children or his wife for 3 months. I find that real hard to believe, but it's another loss. Another loss. I mean, I personally, I had Usyk winning that fight as well. I think the first fight, even though they said the scoring was a lot wider this time than it was the first. I think the first fight was a bit more of a convincing win. You know, especially when that round, was it round 9? I think that round 9 where he nearly put Fury out on his feet. Another reason I think Fury had the big beard and everything. I think he kept the beard because in England you can't fight with a beard. You've got to shave it off. The British Boxing Board of Control will not allow you to fight with a beard like that. But Tyson Fury got away with it, obviously, in Saudi Arabia. No pun intended. He got away with a big beard. But I think it's to try and not absorb the punches, but try and make the punches not look as bad. Because then when he had that, you know, he was all shaven and that, you could see his head was pinging around in that first fight. Second fight now, I mean, I think that's what they've gone for. John Fury wasn't there. You can see John wasn't there. Not even in attendance. He wasn't even in the crowd. So John, we don't know what's happened to John. Tyson didn't stay for a post-fight interview. So, you know, we don't know what thoughts were in his mind. He thought he won the fight, to tell you the truth. He put his hands up, thought he won the fight. I think, do you know what? I think he made a better fight of it than the first one. Even though I think he made a better fight of it, the first one. He tried to do a few things. See, you know, he got a few body shots in there. He did catch Usyk with a few jabs and that. But ultimately, this is what I said in my video. Tyson Fury's, the condition of his body is the reason why he will not beat Usyk. It's the condition, right? His body is run down, beaten. His legs are shot to, Tyson Fury's legs are shot to pieces. For those that don't know, you can't see. Look at the way he maneuvers in the ring. His legs are shot to pieces, the knees. They're not like they used to be. And I think that's one of the reasons why he would never beat Usyk. The body, his mind might want to do one thing, but the body won't allow him to do it because the body's shot to pieces. Daniel Dubois called for a rematch, but then he's got Joseph Parker first. I personally think that Daniel Dubois might beat Parker. I believe, what was it saying? Somebody was saying yesterday in the post-fight interview that if Dubois beats Parker, that'll be the last of the old generation. But I will say Andy Ruiz is still around, right? Andy Ruiz is still one of those guys. Well, still, you know, you got the Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. What was I going to say? Flipping hell, who's it again? Joseph Parker. And then Andy Ruiz, right? Andy Ruiz. These are the old champions. I know Ruiz he did hold a belt, so you could say, yeah, he held a unified title, even though he lost to Parker in that first fight. A lot of people thought that Andy Ruiz won, but I say outside of those guys I just mentioned, Andy Ruiz is one of the last guys out there. But that's the reason why I put him in my post. Who's next for Tyson Fury? Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, a 4th fight with Deontay Wilder, Andy Ruiz, and I think who else I put? Francis Ngannou. A lot of people are voting for, I think, who was it come up again? The Anthony Joshua fight, right? So a lot of people want to see. But anyway, look, I ain't got much more to say about this. Tyson Fury lost. He's not the best of his generation. He has never been undisputed. And now you can look back at his resume and see what a lot of us content creators were saying for the past couple of years. This man had to be literally dragged into the ring to fight Olsksander Usyk. Right? He literally had to be dragged into the ring. When he took his first loss, then eventually, you know, obviously he'd want to come back to try and avenge himself, which he thought he did, and he didn't. So Olsksander Usyk has soundly beaten Anthony Joshua twice, soundly beaten Tyson Fury twice. Without a doubt, the man is the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world and is obviously the best of this generation. So it is what it is. Daniel Dubois wants to try and wrong the right, but right the wrong, whatever we want to call it. Calling for that rematch. And Usyk said to Turki Al-Sheikh, make the fight. I'm interested. Let me go home. Let me chill. Next year we'll talk about early next year we'll talk about making this fight. So Usyk's confident that he could beat Daniel Dubois, and Usyk knows he's got to take the fight as soon as possible if he's going to win that fight. And Dubois is on a bit of a charge at the moment. He's got to fight Parker first. And if he comes out unscathed against Parker, finishes Parker early, we could be looking at a Usyk versus Dubois rematch before summer, I think. But anyway, look, enough said. It was a good fight. We need fights like this. Turki Al-Sheikh's doing great things in boxing at the moment. Without Turki Al-Sheikh, I think boxing will be dead. It's a shame that America won't accept Turkey, right? They've got a dying sport over there. It's dead. Finished. Boxing's finished in America. And I think it's got a lot to do with the fans as well. Not just the fighters, it's the fans as well. Especially those old crusty YouTube content creators who are only spitting a narrative for their favourite fighter. They're one of the reasons why the boxing's dead in America, man. And I'm just so disappointed that they've kind of like rejected Turki Al-Sheikh. They rejected DAZN, remember, a few years back, and now what they got to do, they've got to live with it. They got to live with it because Top Rank is going to DAZN. DAZN will soon be universally, globally, the home of boxing. Right? There will be only one outfit, one promotional company that won't be with DAZN, and that'll be the PBC. And we know where the PBC is at the moment. It's a failing platform. So, America, if you're not, listen, you either get down or you lay down. Right? If you ain't down with DAZN and Turkey, then you can just forget about boxing in America. Stick to UFC. Anyway, enough said. Smash the like button, hit the bell for notifications, get all the new latest videos.